Check. Check one. Check one. Oh, right. Hey, y'all. Um, check. So, hey, good morning. It occurs to me that more people are available in the evenings or maybe the after school time. So, maybe tomorrow we'll do this in the afternoon. But, thanks for tuning in. Hey, y'all. I'm doing good. Good morning. Um, so if you're just joining us, you could check in on yesterday's videos, but yesterday Stuart was in the piano and he was like he was fixing the piano as it was being played, which was exciting. And after that, they were talking about changing song lyrics to not offend Stuart that referenced mice, and then there was a hole in the house that they were curious if Stuart would feel like this is a mouse hole for him, how he would react, because he is essentially a mouse and also lives like a person in this family, a family member. 11, 6 p.m. for you guys. 11 a.m. Well, it's about 10:17 where I am. I don't know. Maybe we're all spread out. Feel like we got more people in the evening. Whatever. Let's rock and roll. Chapter 3, washing up. Okay, we got a picture. It looks like George here in George's bedroom. Look at that. He's working out. There's Stuart. They're doing their stretches in the morning. All right. Chapter 3, washing up. Stuart was an early riser. He was almost always the first person up in the morning. He liked the feeling of being first. He liked the feeling of being the first one stirring. He enjoyed the quiet rooms with the books standing still on the shelves, the pale light coming in through the windows, and the fresh smell of day. In wintertime, it would be quite dark when he climbed from his bed made out of the cigarette box, and he sometimes shivered with cold as he stood in his nightgown doing exercises. Stuart touched his toes 10 times every morning to keep himself in good condition. He had seen his brother George do it, and George had explained that it kept the stomach muscles firm, and it was a fine abdominal thing to do. After exercising, Stuart would slip on his handsome wool wrapper, tie the cord tightly around his waist, and start for the bathroom, creeping silently through the long dark hall past his mother and father's room, past the hall closet where the carpet sweeper was kept, past George's room, and along by the head of the stairs till he got to the bathroom. Of course, the bathroom would be dark too, but Stuart's father had thoughtfully tied a long string to the pull chain of the light. The string reached clear to the floor. By grasping it as high up as he by grasping it as high up as he could and throwing his whole weight on it, Stuart was able to turn on the light. Swinging on the string this way, with his long bathrobe trailing around his ankles, he looked like a little old friar pulling the bell rope in an abbey. To get to the wash basin, Stuart had to climb a tiny rope ladder which his father had fixed for him. George had promised to build Stuart a special small wash basin, only 1 inch high, with a little rubber tube through which the water would flow. But George was always saying he was going to build something and then forgetting about it. Stuart just went ahead and climbed the rope ladder to the family wash basin every morning to wash his face and hands and brush his teeth. Here's a little picture of Stuart like a ringing the bell, like a friar at an abbey, which is pretty funny. Okay, so Brush his teeth. Miss Little had provided him with a doll-sized toothbrush, a doll-sized cake of soap, and a doll-sized washcloth, and a doll's comb, which he used for combing his whiskers. He carried these things in his bathrobe pocket, and when he reached the top of the ladder, he took them out, laid them neatly in a row, and set about the task of turning the water on. For such a small fellow, turning the water on was quite a problem. He had discussed it with his father one day after making several unsuccessful attempts. I can get up onto the faucet all right, he explained, but I can't seem to turn it on because I have nothing to brace my feet against. Yes, I know, his father replied. That's the whole trouble. George, who always listened to conversations whenever he could, said that his opinion they ought to construct a brace for Stuart, and with that he got out some boards, a saw, a hammer, a screwdriver, a, a bradawl, not sure what that is, and some nails, and started to make a terrific fuss in the bathroom, building what he said was going to be a brace for Stuart. But soon he became interested in something else and disappeared, leaving the tools lying all over the bathroom floor. Who doesn't know somebody like George? Um, Stuart, after examining this mess, turned this to his father again. Maybe I could pound the faucet with something and turn it on that way, he said. So Stuart's father provided with him a very small light hammer made out of wood, and Stuart found that by swinging it 3 times around his head and letting it come down with a crash against the handle of the faucet, he could start a thin stream of water flowing, enough to brush his teeth in anyway, and moisten his washcloth. Um, so every morning after climbing to the basin, he would seize his hammer uh, and pound the faucet. And the other members of the household, dozing in their beds, would hear the bright, sharp plink, plink, plink of Stuart's hammer like a faraway blacksmith, telling them that the day had come and Stuart was trying to brush his teeth. There's him whacking it with a hammer. It reminds me how, like our cat would like to turn on the faucet, but she doesn't have any ability to do such a thing. So you have to do it for her, but she enjoys it. Well, that was chapter 3, y'all. Pretty exciting. Thanks for tuning in. Great chapter about Stuart learning how to his morning routine and his hijinks he gets into being too small to run a sink. I think tomorrow maybe I'll try to shoot for an afternoon read tomorrow to get some of the afternoon people. Gonna go practice with the band later today. So have a great day, y'all. Love you. Take care. Be safe. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. Oh, hey, Nightshade. All right. Bye bye.